welcome to Reckless Paradise, everyone. I am your host, Marissa, and I'm here with my co-host, Dystro. Say hi.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Yeah. Oh my God. We're already into the last week of April. Can you freaking believe it?
It's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's like kids that grow up so fast.
They grow up so
Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. Happy Sunday. Now, tonight, we promised we have a guest here tonight. Say hi, Nico.
Hello.
Hi. So tonight, as I mentioned on Thursday's episode, we were going to be discussing our personal top 5 favorite video games of all time. Now, our lists might all be different from each other. Like, I am more of a classic gamer. I like to play the classic video games from, like, my childhood. I don't really have as many video games, so just bear with me. But, yeah, it should be interesting. So, you guys ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so I guess we'll start with Nico since he's our guest. Start naming off your top 5, and then we'll discuss it at the end why we picked what we picked.
So my first one, well, my number 5 is Car Extra for Racing. My number 4 is The Crew 2, if anyone's heard of that game. It's a pretty popular title. Number 3 would be GTA 5. I'm pretty sure everyone's heard about that one. Number 2 is Minecraft.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And number 1 would have to be Forza.
Which one?
The one that we're currently playing, probably.
That one and Horizon 5. So
Good
Horizon
choices.
4 and Horizon 5, yeah.
Good choices. I haven't played 5 yet. Okay, so Dystro, go ahead and just state your 5.
Okay, so I had to do a list because I wasn't prepared a little bit, but did a list. But my top 5, it's kind of like from like my childhood, I should say. So my number 5 is like Halo Combat Evolved. Number 4 is Pokemon Stadium, which all-time classic for the N64. Number 3 is Fable. Number 2 is Super Smash Brothers Melee, and then number 1 is SVR 07.
Ooh, SmackDown vs. Raw 07. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so before I get to my list, I have a couple honorable mentions. There are games that I've been playing over the course of 5 to 6 years, so I could not put them in my top 5 because I can't properly rank them amongst my top 5 yet. I put Plants vs. Zombies because I just got that for Christmas. I put Forza Horizon 4 because I just got that back in January of this year, thanks to Nico.
You're welcome.
And I put Minecraft because I've only been playing that for a few years. So those are my honorable mentions. I could not include them in my list, unfortunately. But without further ado, let's get to my list. So for number 5, I put SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Number
That's a
4,
good one.
number 4, I put WWE 2K19. That means 2019 for those of you who don't know how to read. Number 3, put Super Mario Galaxy 1, the original game that came out for the Wii. Number 2, I put Undertale. And number 1, I put Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped for the PS1.
Oh, I was going to put that on my list, but I didn't.
I am a classic gamer. I love Mario and Crash Bandicoot, but I put Undertale on my list mainly because twice back in 8th grade, and I fell in love with the game. I fell in love with the storyline, and I've watched so many YouTubers play it. It's like one of the most popular games, I'd say, of this modern era. And not to mention they've got Deltarune now, which is like a continuation of Undertale. They've got 2 chapters out. So if you guys want to play that, I just recommend playing Undertale first. So you can kind of know what the story is about.
Yeah, it's like I've seen people play Undertale, and then they're like, when they go to Deltarune, they're like, "Holy crap!"
Deltarune, like you gotta really Like I said, you gotta play Undertale in order to know what's going on, because you're not gonna get any of the references they're making. Because like, Toriel is like the mother in Deltarune, and you're playing as Kara, which is like the evil side of your main character in Undertale. It's hard to explain. You really need to like watch some people play it, or even play it yourself to really understand what's going on.
Right.
Now, I see that I put my Forza game on honorable mention. So you really like Forza, don't you, Nico?
Yes.
Just short and sweet, yes.
Now, what would you say is like the key difference between 4 and 5?
So actually, probably some of the good key differences is there's actually more tire smoke, which is kind of surprising that they actually managed to do it. A very interesting thing is that taking place in Mexico, so each season it's literally so like Marissa, when we play Forza, I know you hate winter. There
We
is
all do.
no snow in wintertime unless you go on top of the mountain in Horizon 5.
Damn. Yeah, I freaking hate the winter season in Horizon 4 because you fucking have no traction at all. And you have to use winter cars. And all my winter cars right now, they're not. I have a few that are tuned up properly, but most of them are not. Like, they don't go very fast. And I like speed in my racing game.
Right. I think we all do.
Yeah. So you put. Okay, so Dystro, you put SmackDown vs. Raw 07 for number 1, right?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
So what made you choose 07?
Well, it's just fun to play because it's like, you know, in the story mode or the season mode is like, it's very it kind of like reminds me of like a Road to WrestleMania one in a way, because that like sets up the catalyst to the Road to WrestleMania games in 09, 10, and 11. I guess this was like a testing ground for that, maybe in a way. But the rosters was pretty cool back then. You know, you had the Boogeyman, you had Kurt Angle, Taker, Shawn Michaels,
Triple H, Edge. Well, actually, I've never played 07, so I don't really know. I only have 09 when it comes to old games. I have 09 for the Wii, and I can tell you right now, the roster slaps. I freaking love the roster, but a lot of people diss on that game for some really, really odd reason. And I really want to know why, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because it was like the first wrestling game I got when I was a kid. And it was like what really got me into wrestling a lot more. Like, I don't know. But the roster's really good. You got Edge, you've got John Cena, you've got Umaga, you've got JBL, you've got The Miz and Morrison, all those people from the Ruthless Aggression era and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dystro, are you still there? Oh, I think we lost Dystro. It's okay. So we'll keep going until you find this happens all the time. It's okay, folks. So we'll keep going until
it's a common issue we have when we're doing our private talks too.
Yeah, it's okay. So what? Oh, there you are. Welcome back.
I think it's just my headset. Sorry, folks, but it's just the gameplay involved.
If you'd like to donate to this cause and get Dystro a new headset, please go to helpme.com. Don't actually go to the website. I don't know what it is.
Help a brother out.
Helpabrotherout.com.
Help a brother out.
That goes for like $100.
Oh man.
Shit, that'd be a new headset and plus more.
But
yeah,
it's
just the gameplay. It's just the gameplay and the story and stuff like that. That's what draw me to it.
And the roster, obviously, a banger of a roster.
Soundtrack for that game.
Actually, the 07 soundtrack. That is actually a good soundtrack. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I almost got disconnected.
Oh Jesus!
It was like
That's not good.
it was saying like attempting to reconnect. I'm like, I'm on fucking Wi-Fi. What the fuck you want from me? Oh my god.
Gosh
So,
dang.
Okay.
so Nico, what was another one of your picks? Like, just pick one off your list that I haven't mentioned yet.
I would say
So
GTA 5.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
GTA 5, pretty much. I think everyone's played that at that point. At this point, but
I've
it's
played it
just
multiple times.
yeah.
I've only played it a few times. I could never fucking get past the story mode, so I gave up. I'm like, yeah, I can't. And at the time, I was on my 360, and I didn't have Xbox Live for my 360, so I couldn't do shit. Like, I couldn't play online. I couldn't do anything. I'm like, okay, this game is useless. I can't do the story mode. I'm too stupid to do it. So now that I'm older, I kind of want to get it for my one. It's on Amazon for like $18. I kind of want to get it just to like go online. Like, I don't give a shit about the
I
story
play
mode.
online
just
all
wanna
the
go
time.
online.
That's what
Yeah,
I usually do when I get on GTA. I play GTA online.
I just want to
And,
go online and
yeah.
mess around.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I've played GTA 5 story mode like 4 or 5 times, and I think it gets kind of hard at sometimes, but it's like everybody just wants to go online and just play online and just fuck around with their friends. That's
Yeah. That's
I'm
really
kind.
all I want to do when I go on
get
is
it.
drive around and be chill, but I keep running into griefers and tryhards and
You guys are kind of making me want to get it just so we can all like do shit online together, just mess around, buy car. Well, obviously, when I start the game, I'm not gonna have shit for money because I don't do story mode because I'm fucking stupid. We just like get some cars and just like go riding around or like do helicopter jousting, like I've seen Markiplier do with his friends. Or
Sky Wars.
Try to be the first one to steal a tank or something. We should totally do that.
yeah, maybe if you get it.
I have
If you
enough.
get it.
I might get it once my Wardlow shirt comes in. Not
Okay.
spawns.
Yeah, not spawns.
We're not sponsored by Wardlow, unfortunately.
But Warlow, if you hear this, she loves your stuff, man.
Yeah, man, Powerbomb Symphony. Anyways, this is not what the episode's about. Now, the main reason why I chose Crash Bandicoot Warped as my number one is because I grew up with a PlayStation 1. Now, that's like ancient now. I don't have it anymore. I think it broke apparently, but they're pretty easy to fix, but it's not in my possession right now. I had the original Crash Bandicoot Warped game. I have completed it many times, thousands of times, and now I have the remastered edition of that game for my Xbox. They have the Crash Bandicoot Remastered Trilogy, which I bought 2 years ago for Christmas when I bought my Xbox, and it is freaking amazing. I mean, they took some of the stuff away from the original game. Some of the sounds are not the same. Some of the moves are a little bit different. Like they don't look the same. But the difference is with the remastered versions, you can play as Coco levels. You don't have to stick with your Crash. So you can play as Coco, which is cool. But yeah, I've literally on that game. Like that was my game when I was a kid. I was playing that game every freaking day, it seemed, for a long time.
So now that you mentioned Crash, Marissa, I used to play that game also, but then another one was like Spyro.
Yeah.
Spyro and Crash was like neck and neck. It was just like, who's gonna win? You know.
Now I have the remaster edition of the Spyro games too on my Xbox, and I've only completed the first game. The other two, I tried them out, and they're freaking different from the first game. They're like really hard.
Of course.
There's different moves and like different objectives and stuff. It's like kind of weird. I like the first game better because it's kind of just straightforward. You're just collecting you're like trying to free these like dragons from the statues and stuff, and collecting crystals and all this mumbo jumbo stuff. It's been since I played.
It's been a while.
I don't play anymore because it makes me dizzy. I actually get motion sick from playing that game.
Oh, because of the camera?
So much movement. Oh my god, yeah.
It was like there was a PlayStation 1 like kind of like demo thing that I had before. It had like Spyro, it had Tekken, it had like a Spider-Man game on there. There's like a whole bunch of games on this like
I had
one
one of those.
disc.
I had one of those too.
And I was like, holy crap. And then it was just like I played in Tekken, loved the Spyro one, loved Spider-Man. It's just like, but man, like the PS1 games nowadays, they're like freaking like expensive as shit.
Because PS1 is kind of extinct. Like they're really hard to
Oh
find
yeah.
now.
Yeah. They're
I
hard
was
to find.
so lucky to have one as long as I did before it broke and stuff like that. Now that we're on the
Yeah.
subject of those demo discs, I had one. It had like Tomb Raider. I had one of the Tomb
Mhm.
Raider games. It had Ape Escape. It had like this Guitar Hero kind of game, but it's not Guitar Hero. It's like Jammerlami or something like that. Oh my god, I'm literally gonna have to look this up. Like I cannot like
Oh, jeez.
demo PS game disc.
But it's like, but yeah, it was just like there was like the Tekken one. There was like freaking Spyro. There's like a Amazing Spider-Man demo one, and I was like,
Here
what?
it is. Here it is. Man, what a fucking flash from the past. Oh, mine had freaking what's that freaking racing game? Oh, it's like a really old freaking racing game. What the
I
fuck
know
was
what
it
you're
called?
talking about.
Grand something.
Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I had a Gran Turismo game on mine. I freaking loved that. Oh man, I could cry. I miss this shit, man. My disc broke in half because I used it so much.
Wow.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
My
I
disc
mean,
literally-
hey, it breaks. It's like because when we were kids, like we would just play it every day until it broke.
I had Ape Escape, Gran Turismo 2. Where's the other one? I had I guess I had Tomb Raider. I had Tomba 2, which was also a really good game. I actually wish I had the full game of that. Tomba is a really good game if you guys want to look that up on YouTube. There was a whole bunch of shit on that freaking disc. Like, I seriously wish I could go back to my childhood and relive those days because I feel like I took them all for granted.
Mhm.
Oh man, I might have to do like a whole ass episode about the PS1.
Oh yeah, I would be right there with you because I was a PS1 kid through and through.
Oh my
I
god,
wasn't.
Oh, you're out of the loop, bro. Oh man, you don't know what
I
you're
never
missing.
played a PS1, I don't think.
Oh wow.
I also had this game for PS1 called Skull Monkeys. It was the actual game, not a demo or anything, and I couldn't complete that game for anything. That game is hard.
It's like I think they want you to get angry at a game sometimes. It's just
Some games are made to just make you
Piss you off.
it's
rage.
like that computer game Getting Over It. That part.
Oh my gosh.
He's like throwing a chair and stuff, and he's like, "What the
Or maybe
fuck?"
Cuphead.
Oh god.
No, I hate Cuphead.
It's like don't bring up Cuphead because I will start literally raging.
About something hard. Undertale. If you play the genocide route, which is where you literally don't spare anybody, you have to kill every single enemy you encounter, including the bosses, like your friends, like Papyrus and what the fuck's her name? Toriel and Undyne. You have to kill what the fuck's her name? Dr. Alphys. At the end, you have to kill Sans. You want to talk about a hard battle? Look up the Sans boss fight for the genocide route in Undertale. I can't tell you how many times I've seen YouTubers rage quit over the freaking battle.
You can't.
Well, actually, you can.
Well, you can, but not easily.
Yeah,
Defeated him in like 2 episodes.
It was funny because it's like I remember like Marissa was like playing Planes versus Zombies, and she was asking me like, "How am I supposed to defeat this guy?" And I'm like, and I sent her like a little like wiki thing on like how to beat him, and she's like, "Well, I got that far." I'm like, "Well, I'm just sending you stuff to help you out." Like, I'm trying to help you out, okay?
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, I was taking a drink. Here on this show, we just chill, you know, we just talk.
Yes. I have candy.
So-
Let's see.
I had candy.
And I have.
So the other game I mentioned on my list is number 3. It was Super Mario Galaxy 1. I have my Wii still. It is literally right here next to me, to the left of me. On my floor, unplugged, all wrapped up. I've got my games on my stand that I play a lot. I've got like about 100 Wii games downstairs, and I've got like 1, 2, 3. I got like 6 games up here that I play religiously on the Wii, more than any of the other ones downstairs. Super Mario Galaxy 1 is one of those games that I have completed more than once. And sometimes I just go back just to replay the levels because like it's just so nostalgic for me. When I was a kid though, that game was so hard for me. But like now that I'm older, it's like, oh, it's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it's like when we were kids, it's like we thought like, oh my god, this is gonna be so freaking hard. But then as adults, we're like, yeah, this shit's a piece of cake. You know, it's just like,
games have matured so much since we were kids.
yeah. So it's like,
Oh man. But like I think there's a few beautiful parts about this game in particular. The soundtrack is phenomenal. I love the soundtrack in this game and in Super Mario Galaxy 2. I have that game as well. I completed that game in 3 weeks. Literally
damn.
3 weeks after we got the game for Christmas when I was a kid, I completed it. Super Mario Galaxy 1 took me 5 years to complete because it was so hard for me.
That's crazy.
Oh man, my parents were pissed when I completed Super Mario Galaxy 2 in 3 weeks. You're like, damn, nothing like freaking wasting our money. Like freaking make it last, won't you? I'm like, sorry, I'm smart.
It's funny because when I was living in Tennessee,
Yeah.
there was a game that I had played, and I had gotten it like that evening, and then like I stayed up like all night, like not even into the next day, but like stopped it at like a good point, and then finished it that like earlier that next day, and then like returned it and be like, here you go, and they go, well, damn, you finished it that fast. I'm like, yeah. It was just like, 'cause it was just like, it wasn't that hard. It was just like, it took me like, I don't know, like 11 hours to do it. Just, I mean, if it was like nonstop, but it wasn't, but it's alright.
Right. Now, back to the game that I was discussing, the Super Mario Galaxy. Another good, big beautiful thing about this game, like I've mentioned before, the storyline, yes, but there's also the graphics. Like the colors in this game are so freaking vivid. It's beautiful. It's like an upgrade from like the older Mario games that we used to play, like you know, like the old 2D Mario or whatever, where you only runs
Oh, yeah.
up and down. It's like a huge upgrade, and I love it. I don't know, like that's another game people trash as well as this game in particular. I don't know why people want to trash on something that's beautiful like that. Maybe it's just because I was a kid when I was playing this, and it brings back a lot of memories, and it's very special to me. But like look how much Mario has evolved over the years. Like I said it before in previous episodes, you gotta adapt to modern generation stuff, and if you can't, that's on you. That's a you problem. You gotta adapt to this shit, man. Like I honestly love the way the Mario games have evolved.
Yeah, I have to. It's just because of how far it's come too.
Yeah. Now, Nico, have you ever played any of the Mario games at all?
I have. I'm trying to think of what I've played. Oh, I've played Mario Kart on the Wii.
Hell yes. I wish I had that. Oh man. I had Super Mario 64 for my DS a long time ago. I could never complete it though. I could never complete it.
Same.
Did we lose Dystro again? We might have. I think we lost Dystro again.
What?
That's okay. We'll keep going. But yeah, I should have put Super Mario Galaxy on this list. I kind of feel a little bad I didn't. But just know both of those games, like honestly, God, like they really carried my childhood. Oh man. Now, back to Undertale. Like I said, there is a genocide route, but there's also a pacifist route where you don't kill everybody. You literally just what am I saying? Like kill everybody. Like you have to like spare everybody. Like don't fight.
Yeah, and then at the end, you don't even fight Sand.
No, you don't. You let you go, but you have to fight Asgore, but you don't actually kill him. You know, like you have to fight Asgore, but you don't kill him. And then you have to fight Azrael, which is Flowey, the flower. You have to fight him as well, but it doesn't mess up the ending of your story. It's just part of the storyline for the pacifist route. Now, when I tell you I was obsessed with this game, I was freaking obsessed. I was literally doing art for this game. Like, I was like drawing pictures of Undyne and Papyrus and Sands, and I was in love with this game when I was in middle school. It was just like one of those good games that has a good storyline. It has more than one finish, and I love it, you know?
Hey.
Dystro, are you still here? Oh, I can barely hear him. Hey, I think I hear you, but you're like really quiet. Uh-oh. Okay, so keep going. Yeah, that's not good. It's okay. So there was a few games on your list, Nico, that I don't know. This always happens. But so there was a few more games on your list that I did not recognize. I don't know what they were called though.
Let me take a look real quick.
Okay.
So we brought up Forza and we brought up GTA. There was still Minecraft, The Crew 2, and Car Drift Racing Online.
Oh, okay. So they hard to, yeah, that freaking racing you were just talking about. Like, what console or what is that for?
Car Drift Racing Online?
Yeah.
All consoles.
Okay. It's just like I've never heard of that game. Like, you know, learn something new every day, I guess.
Yeah. But it's a drifting game.
Well, not for me, obviously. I can't drift.
Drifting in it is really easy.
It better be easier than Forza.
It is. In ways, yes.
Okay, so there is one last game I did not really talk about yet in this episode. WWE 2K19. Now, you just bought this game, Nico. You're going to try it out with us tomorrow night.
Yes.
Oh, man. I've been playing this for a very short time. I've been playing it since August, because that's when I bought it. I bought it when I was over in Canada. I got it on sale for $20. And this game's like, what, maybe $50 now in the store?
It's $50.
Yeah, I got it on sale in Canada. Like, what a freaking steal. Okay, Dystro's having some issues, so I guess we're just going to continue on. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So, 2K19. I honestly love it. It took me some time to get used to it because I've been playing 2K17 and 2K15 since I was a kid. Like kid, I mean like teenager, but
yeah,
I had to adjust because there are some differences with this game compared to 2K17. To me, it seems like some of the freaking like the so-called games they have, like for submissions, are a little bit different. The ladder, like when you climb the ladder to get the championship belt, that's a little bit different. That mini game's a little bit different. But overall, I have been doing really well since August and starting to play that game, and I definitely think it's gonna be one of my favorite games of all time, like forever. It's so good.
yeah.
Oh man. Oh, so I think that's gonna do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. So,
all my
Nico,
things, but whatever.
Okay, it's okay. I'm so sorry, everybody. We had technical difficulties again tonight. We'll try to get them resolved. It seems like it's usually on Dystro's end. I don't know why. We'll have to figure that out. I'm actually surprised your internet's cooperating, Nico.
Surprise.
Very surprised.
It's like
Pretty much, yeah. You live like 8 miles from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
get to your
house
house.
today.
So that is it for tonight's episode. Now, the next episode we are doing, which will be on Thursday, we are going to be discussing celebrity deaths with big impacts. Hopefully, Dystro will have his technical difficulties fixed. If not, we will go to Plan B and we will do a solo episode where I talk about mine and he talks about his. So stay tuned for that on Thursday. Celebrity deaths with big impacts. It's going to be a little bit of an emotional episode, so you better bring your tissues. So we thank you for sticking to the end. If you guys have stuck all the way to the end, we appreciate your support as usual. And thank you so much for joining us, Nico. We hope to have you back on another episode.
Yes. Thank you.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye.